What's the most insane wave ever caught on camera? My team and I spent a month watching thousands of hours of jaw-dropping wave footage to find out. We've pulled together the wildest, most unbelievable moments. Waves that destroyed towns, crashed weddings, and left us speechless. You're about to see the raw power of the ocean like never before. From paradise resorts wiped out to music festivals washed away, this is the ultimate compilation of nature's fury. Let's dive in. Our journey begins in Nazaré, Portugal, a place where the raw power of the Atlantic Ocean is on full display. This is the undisputed monster wave capital of the world, a location that attracts daredevils and wave enthusiasts from every corner of the globe. Back in 2020, Nazaré witnessed the birth of a behemoth, a wave that surged to a staggering height of nearly 100 feet. To put that into perspective, imagine a 10-story building made entirely of water, a colossal wall of liquid energy bearing down with immense force. This aquatic giant relentlessly charged toward the shore, a spectacle of nature's untamed power. Hundreds of spectators gathered along the cliffs, their eyes wide with a mixture of awe and trepidation as they watched the drama unfold. Professional surfers, those who dedicate their lives to riding these liquid mountains, face this monstrous wave, appearing as mere specks against its towering facade. One surfer found himself in a particularly precarious position, caught in the wave's path with seemingly no escape. In a desperate attempt to avoid being consumed, he revved up his jet ski, hoping to outrun the approaching avalanche of water. For what felt like an eternity, the surfer teetered on the edge of disaster, the wave threatening to engulf him completely. A collective gasp swept through the crowd as he narrowly managed to escape the churning whitewater, a testament to his skill and bravery. It was a move that demanded not only incredible skill, but also a healthy dose of luck, a combination that saved him from certain peril. The footage of this incredible escape quickly went viral, captivating audiences around the world. It became a symbol of the ultimate showdown between man and nature, a reminder of the ocean's immense power. It serves as a chilling reminder of the forces at play. Ultimately, the ocean reigns supreme, always holding the final say in this epic battle. The waves of Nazaré have earned their legendary status for a very good reason, a reputation forged in the crucible of monstrous swells and daring feats. And believe it or not, that heart-stopping jet ski escape was just the first clip in our collection of incredible Nazaré moments. Next, we turn our attention to Japan, 2011, a year etched in the memory of the world. A catastrophic tsunami was triggered by a massive Category 9 earthquake, one of the largest ever recorded. The seismic event unleashed unimaginable forces. The footage that emerged is harrowing, a stark testament to the raw power of nature unleashed. It shows a colossal wall of water, a churning mass filled with debris of all kinds, relentlessly advancing inland. Cars, once symbols of mobility and freedom and houses the cornerstones of communities, are seen racing inland, carried by the relentless current. People filming from balconies, initially documenting the event, suddenly realize the imminent danger they are in. The water surges with unstoppable force, an overwhelming display of nature's might. Cars are tossed around like mere toys, their metal bodies crumpling under the immense pressure. Entire buildings are ripped from their foundations, their structures collapsing as if made of cardboard. One particularly famous and heartbreaking clip shows a family desperately fleeing for their lives, as their entire neighborhood is erased in mere seconds, swallowed by the relentless wave. The chaos and desperation captured in these moments are overwhelming, a testament to the human struggle against the forces of nature. This isn't just water, it's not the gentle lapping of waves on a shore. It's a liquid bulldozer, a force of nature reshaping the landscape with brutal efficiency. The scale of the devastation is almost impossible to fully comprehend, even when witnessing it firsthand. It's a brutal and unforgettable reminder of the immense and often destructive power that nature holds. Fast forward to 2023, Ventura Pier, California. A massive winter storm sent 35-foot waves crashing into the historic pier. Crowds filmed as the waves battered the structure, each hit sending spray high into the air. Then a monster wave slammed the pier, snapping wooden pilings like toothpicks. A huge section was ripped away and swallowed by the sea. The crowd ran as water surged onto the beach, pure chaos. Slow-motion replays show every plank splintering. That pier survived a century of storms, but the ocean tore it apart in seconds. Nature always wins. Picture a perfect beach wedding in Durban, South Africa. Suddenly, a freak wave crashes the party. On a calm, sunny day, guests in fancy clothes are swept off their feet as water floods the area, sending tables and chairs flying. Cameras from multiple angles capture the chaos as the wedding is completely washed out. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt, but the shock was real. Even on the calmest day, the ocean can strike without warning. That's one wedding story they'll never forget. In Bali, a group of tourists poses for photos on coastal rocks, backs to the ocean. Suddenly, a sneaker wave, much bigger than the rest, rolls in. In seconds, it crashes over the rocks, knocking everyone into the water. The happy photo op turns into a fight for survival. The footage went viral as a warning: never underestimate the ocean, even on calm days. Sneaker waves kill every year because people let their guard down. Always respect the sea. Hawaii's shore breaks are legendary and dangerous. On what looked like a normal day, a set of massive waves hit right at the shoreline. People wading in shallow water were thrown through the air, slammed onto the sand. Chaos erupted as umbrellas, coolers, and people were swept away. One man was tossed head over heels by the force. Even shallow water can be deadly when the ocean decides to show off. Never turn your back on a shore break. The earth trembles, buildings sway, and the landscape is forever altered. In Chile, a nation accustomed to seismic activity, the aftermath of a major earthquake brings not only destruction but also unsettling mysteries. In the wake of one such quake, a security camera, its lens capturing the stark reality of the night, recorded something truly eerie, something that defied explanation. The scene unfolds on an empty, silent street, a canvas of darkness punctuated only by the faint glow of distant streetlights. Suddenly, without warning, the tranquility is shattered as the street is invaded by a dark, ominous mass of water. It arrives with no roar, no telltale rumble, no audible warning of its approach. The water rises with alarming speed, an inexorable tide claiming the urban landscape. Cars, once symbols of mobility, become helpless vessels, submerging beneath the encroaching water. Sidewalks and pavements disappear in seconds, swallowed by the relentless surge. It's a ghost wave, an apparition of the sea, a silent tsunami aftershock, a chilling reminder of the Earth's raw power. It creeps in under the cover of darkness, a phantom menace lurking beneath the surface. The lack of sound amplifies the horror, making it even more terrifying, a silent scream in the night. Not all tsunamis manifest as crashing walls of water, towering over the landscape. Some are silent surges, deceptive in their tranquility. They flood before anyone knows what's happening, catching communities completely off guard. Watching a town swallowed in silence is chilling, a stark reminder of our vulnerability. The ocean, a source of life and wonder, can also be deadly, a force to be reckoned with. Even when it whispers, even when it appears calm, the ocean demands respect. Clearwater Beach, Florida, 2022. A bizarre weather event called a water bomb or wet microburst is caught on camera. A thunderstorm collapses, sending a blast of air and rain straight down. The ocean bulges, then explodes outward in a massive ring of white water. A wave surges toward shore, sending people running. It's not a tsunami, but the sudden force is shocking. Danger at the beach can come from the sky as well as the sea. Nature always has surprises. The Amalfi Coast, usually paradise, but not on this day. A massive wave, fueled by a storm, heads straight for a waterfront cafe. The impact is devastating. Windows shatter, the roof rips off, and the restaurant is gutted in seconds. Tables, chairs, and equipment are swept away. The transformation from romantic setting to wreckage is surreal. Even the most beautiful coastlines are at the ocean's mercy. The footage is unforgettable. Sydney, Australia, home to one of the weirdest wave phenomena, the sand sausage. A wave pushes a perfect cylinder of wet sand up the beach, rolling like a carpet. Beachgoers watch, baffled and amused. It's not dangerous, just incredibly strange and rare. The physics are fascinating: wave energy and sand, and slope all have to align. Sometimes the ocean just wants to show off its weird side. Nature isn't just powerful, it's wonderfully weird. Imagine a dream vacation in the Maldives' overwater villas, crystal clear water. Suddenly a giant wave appears out of nowhere, smashing through the luxury resort. Walkways and bungalows are destroyed, romantic dinners swept into the sea. The calm paradise turns into chaos in seconds. The Maldives rarely see waves like this, making it even more shocking. Nowhere is truly safe from the ocean's reach. Nature doesn't care about your vacation plans. St. Martin, Caribbean. A cruise port designed for safety. Security cameras capture a freak wave generated by a distant hurricane surging into the harbor. Boats are lifted and smashed, piers ripped away, and the port floods instantly. People scramble for safety as water pours into shops and restaurants. Even protected harbors can be overwhelmed by the ocean's energy. Long-period swells can travel thousands of miles and still cause chaos. The sea's reach is farther than you think. A beach music festival in Rio, thousands dancing, the party of a lifetime. Suddenly a massive wave crashes over the crowd, turning celebration into chaos. People are swept off their feet, equipment is destroyed, and panic erupts. Miraculously, no one was killed, but many were injured. The footage is wild, a party instantly transformed by the ocean. Hosting events near the sea is always a gamble. The ocean doesn't care about your playlist. Greenland 2022. A research camp witnesses a city-sized chunk of ice collapse into the ocean. The impact creates an instant tsunami, sending a massive wave toward shore. Scientists scramble as the wave destroys tents and equipment. This is climate change in action. Ice shelf collapses are becoming more common. The footage is a stark warning. New threats are emerging as the planet warms. Nature's power, unleashed by human impact, is terrifying. The Arctic is changing, and so are its dangers. Palawan, Philippines, a wedding on the sand just feet from the water. As vows are exchanged, a rogue wave rushes up the beach, soaking everyone. The floral arch collapses, the aisle is washed away, and the wedding party is drenched. Instead of panic, laughter erupts. The couple embraces the chaos. The viral clip is both hilarious and heartwarming. Sometimes the ocean's sense of humor is just as strong as its fury. It's the perfect ending to our compilation. That's the end of the wildest wave compilation on the internet. From 100-foot monsters to weddings washed out, the ocean's power is undeniable. Which clip shocked you most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and share. Let's get to 1 million likes for part 2. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.